Hey, is that folk music that you play there? What is that? How do you call that folk music?
I think it was Studs Terkel who asked Big Bill Brunzi, did he consider his blues music to be folk music? And Big Bill says, well, never heard no horses.
Don't hesitate. It could be your ticket to a new tomorrow.
It was on a summer's evening in the merry month of May. I was coming from the fair of Capamore. I was driving home 30 pair of petals by the way, when a chance to stop outside the cottage door. I just dropped into lively places and he let me do, when going to or coming from the fair. When I spied a pretty collie with two eyes of melting blue, but then he had the lady very queer. Sure I love to ramble down the old Boreen, when the autumn blossoms are in bloom, and to sit by the gate on that old mossy day, whisper at the gate Muldoon. I was coming from me farm down a neighbouring Boreen, when I met me kitty tripping like a fawn. She gave me such a smile that I felt like in a dream, and I never slept a week that night till dawn. And the next time that I met her, sure I told her of me love. She smiled and nearly let the basket fall, and she said, go on, you skimmer, bed a gentle little shove. And then I asked me father, that was all. Sure I love to ramble down the old Boreen, for the hawthorn blossoms are in bloom, and to sit by the gate by that old mossy say, whisper in the gate Muldoon. I was crashing in me van when a father came one day. Say, Patty Hogan, what is this I've heard? You've been speaking to me daughter now, and what did you to say? Cause then they couldn't say a single word. Then he took me by the hand and St. Patrick, me son, I'd be glad to see you settle down and ride. And since you love me daughter and there happen anyone, that's out then you can make the girl your wife. Sure I love to ramble down the old Boreen, where the hawthorn blossoms are in bloom, and to sit by the gate by that old mossy say, a whisper in the gate Muldoon. Sure I love to ramble down the old Boreen, where the hawthorn blossoms are in bloom, and to sit by the gate by that old mossy say, a whisper in the gate Muldoon.
right. The show is Horses Sing Nunavut. My name is Ralph Litwin, and our guest is Donie, Carroll, and friends. How you doing, Donie?
Doing good, Ralph. Thanks very much for having us.
It's our pleasure.
My two good friends here, Patrick Mangan and Gabriel Donahue.
Great to be here.
Good
Nice
meet
to
you,
have
Ralph.
you.
You're a legend. We've been hearing about you.
You're all legends too. I've been hearing about you.
I met these two guys in the same bar.
Is that right?
Yeah, Kate Counties.
Kate
Wow.
Carney's,
Yeah.
what a legendary
I was
spot.
probably about 13 at the time.
Pat
Great.
was the
The great Andy McGann. You were playing with Andy, weren't you? I think
Yeah.
we all did our time with that.
Yeah.
Did you meet Andy? You would have known Andy.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
great.
I was fortunate.
That's
to
right,
play
you
with him
recorded with
many
him.
times. Yeah,
That's right.
yeah. Legendary New York Sligo style fiddle player. So that's a mutual connection among all of us. Yeah.
Yeah.
He was a great friend for many, many years. I remember landing in New York back in '78, and we'd be playing over at Rosie O'Grady's, and we'd rush over to Donovan's over in the east side and watch the sun come up many's the morning.
What would you be doing at that time
Playing
in the morning?
tunes, playing tunes. Maybe the odd beverage might be had.
Right.
So, it would kind of remind you of another man that spent a lot of time in New York, wouldn't it? Remind you of the great Stephen Foster, who
Right, yeah. Well, that's where he ended his days, right?
he did down in the Bowery. With
Unfortunately.
38 cents in his pocket and a little note, a note written on an envelope that said, "Dear hearts and gentle people."
How do these things happen? Like, I mean, such a talented man.
Unbelievable. He wrote some of the most famous songs of the 1800s and still managed to die in poverty. But I guess in those
Wow.
days there may not have been a lot of money in music publishing, because it was sheet music, the recording hadn't really come along yet. So
Right, Joe.
I think you should do a Stephen Foster. But what about that, Ralph, if we do a little
Sounds
Stephen
like a good
Foster?
idea.
Yeah.
Not a bad idea at all.
I think this was one of the last songs that he wrote.
Yes,
a
it
song
was
called Beautiful
indeed.
Dreamer.
And he actually wanted it to be sung, he said he specified it be sung by an Irish tenor. So there you go.
Oh, yes?
So,
You should have told me that. Enough.
so let's see if you have any tenor range in your voice. There. We know
Okay,
you have
alright.
great baritone range.
Yeah. Okay, let's try it. Beautiful dreamer, wake unto me. Starlight and dewdrops are waiting for thee. Sounds of the rude world heard in the day, lulled by the moonlight, have all passed away. Beautiful dreamer, queen of my song, list while I woo thee with soft melody. Gone are the cares of life's busy throng. Beautiful dreamer, awake unto me. Beautiful dreamer, awake unto me. Mermaids are chanting the wild Orally. Over the streamlet vapors are born, waiting to fade at the bright coming horn. Beautiful dreamer, beam on my heart, even as morn on the streamlet and sea. Then will all clouds of sorrow depart. Beautiful dreamer, awaken to me. Beautiful dreamer, awaken to me.
Lovely.
Great Stephen Foster.
Simply beautiful.
Stephen
Thank
Foster's
you very much, Ralph.
grandfather, I think, was born in Cork.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Well,
So when did he die? Stephen Foster died?
the late 1800s, but I don't know the exact date.
So his grandfather probably would have been around in the 1700s.
Probably, yeah.
Or early 1800s, maybe, you know.
Yes.
But,
So
So I'm
What do you
very
think,
proud of
Brad?
that.
good on you. Good on you.
Yeah.
So Gabriel, you toured with the legendary Chieftains for
Yes, I did.
about 5 years.
It was a great honor to get to tour with them. Yes, and actually for 3 years in all, I believe it was. Yeah. And got to travel around the world. Did quite a few European tours. Went up to Norway. Did the British tours. Went to Antarctica with them actually on the Millennium. We played inside a volcano in Antarctica on New Year's Eve in a place called Deception Island, and it's a volcano that the caldera has actually, one of the walls of the caldera has fallen into the ocean, and the cruise ship could actually go inside it. So,
Wow.
so we went down there with the grandson of Ernest Shackleton, from the famous Endurance, you know, with Tom Crean, Larry, and yeah, I had some great times with those guys.
Sounds like a wonderful experience.
Yes, it was a wonderful experience playing with the, you know, great musicians and great guests. Often great people coming along to join us, like Art Garfunkel and Sissel and Joan Osborne, people like that.
Cool.
Good times.
So Donie, what else do you have online for us?
Well, I'm going to sing a song called Dan O'Hara. There's a little story behind this. Dan O'Hara was evicted from his home over in the west of Ireland at the time of the famine. So he made his way to America with his wife and 8 children. And on the way, his wife and 3 of his children perished. So he arrived in New York a broken man. And it said that he ended his days on the streets of New York selling matches. So it's over around Clifton where he came from, which is around the same area where Alcock and Brown landed on their famous flight. So this is a song called Dan O'Hara, and we're going to follow this with a tune called Larry O'Gaff.
That's the one, yeah.
Okay.
That's got another name, that tune,
Yeah.
Donnie. Did you ever hear the other name for it?
In
It's
Ireland
called
it's
Making Babies by
By
Steen.
Steen, that's
Oh,
right,
that-
that's the one.
Well, I knew it as Daniel O'Connell.
Oh, really? Oh, okay.
Anyway, it's called Dan O'Hara.
Where I am today.
No David took away, and he left without a home for Dan O'Hara. With me matches in me hand, and the frost is always done. So it's here I am today, broken hearted. Oh, well, a Krishna Galma pray, won't you buy a box of me? You'll have the prayers of Dan from Connemara. I'll sell them cheap and low for your box before you go. From your broken heart, the time of Dan O'Hara. In the year of 64, we had acres by the score. The grandest land you ever laid a plough to. But the landlord gave me low, and he laid a poor home low. So it's here I am today, broken hearted. Oh, cush the gal McCree, won't you buy a box for me? You'll have the prayers of God from Connemara. I'll sell them cheap and low, buy a box before you go. Have you broken heart to Tamer down O'Hara? I pour a wine and baby we parted. We were scattered far and wide, our children starved and died. So it's here I am today, broken hearted. Oh, cush the gal McCree, won't you buy a box for me? You'll have the prayers of them from Connemara. Buy and sell them cheap and low, buy a box before you go. And you're broken heart to Tamer down O'Hara. In the frost and snow I stand in the shadow of God's hand, till I warm upon the road down O'Hara. And soon with God above I will meet the ones I love, and I'll find the joy I lost in Connemara. Oh, the cush the gal McCree, won't you buy a box for me? You'll have the prayers of them from Connemara. I'll sell them cheap and low, buy a box before you go. And you're broken hearted. Oh, well, of course the gal McCree, won't you buy a box for me? You'll have the bills and that from Connemara. I'll sell them cheap and low, buy a box before you go. And you're broken hearted, Tamer down O'Hara.
Daniel O'Connell.
All right.
I know it's Daniel O'Connell actually, you know.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Nice tune.
Nice tune, yeah. So,
So
take
we
me
should,
back to my hometown.
we should tell folks how they can find out more information about your performing and your recordings.
Yeah. Well, I run a singers club every Wednesday night, Ralph, in Sunnyside in Queens, at the Aubergine Cafe, 8 o'clock to 11 o'clock every Wednesday night. It's called the Sunnyside Singers Club. We have a guest artist once a month, and it's not like curtailed folk music or anything like that. You can sing anything actually, you know. Anyone that comes along, they can sing opera or vaudeville, whatever they like, you know. Tin Pan Alley, doesn't matter, once they come along and sing.
Sounds
or
good.
listen, you know. So we've had very well-known guests there as well, you know, from time to time. So it's going pretty good at the moment. It's in operation about 3 years. So
And you can find them in Ireland actually next week.
yes, next week I'm actually going to Ireland. I'm going to Ireland doing an 8-day tour in Ireland, and I'm going to be joined by none other than great Gabriel Donahue. So we'll be like 4 days in Kerry, 2 days in
the People's Republic of Cork,
and 2 days in County Clare. So that's it. And this coming week I'm doing a few private gigs and stuff like that with the boys.
Oh yeah.
So
And your
that's it at the
website
moment.
is what?
Pardon?
Your website is what?
My website is DonieCarrollmusic.com.
Great.
And you're on iTunes, aren't you, Donie? You're on iTunes?
Yeah,
as
I'm
well?
on
Amazon and all
these sites. Just Spotify and the odd time, like, you know, I might have a look online at what's happening with me. You know?
The old Google yourself.
Donie
that's
came
right.
over to my house one day. He says, "I did something today I should have never done." He says, "I Googled myself."
So, anyway, we'll continue with another song called Off to Philadelphia. This is a song I got from Mick Maloney. So,
He's been a guest on this show
yeah,
a long time ago.
right, yeah. So, yeah, I do a bit of playing with Mick as well. What key is this in?
C, isn't it?
Okay.
Oh, me name is Paddy Leary from a spot in Tipperary, the house of all the girls I'm a tornin'. But come the break of morning, little day will be forlorn, for I'm off to Philadelphia in the morning. Wet me bundle on me shoulder, sure there's no man can be bolder. I'm leaving Carroll Island without warning, for I lately took the notion for to cross the briny ocean, and I'm off to Philadelphia in the morning. There's a girl called Kate alone, sure I hope to call my own, to see my little cabin floor adorning. But me heart is sad and weary, how can she be Mrs. Leary, when I'm off to Philadelphia in the morning? Wet me bundle on me shoulder, should his no man can be bolder. I'm leaving Carroll Island without warning, for I lately took the notion for to cross the briny ocean, and I'm off to Philadelphia in the morning. When they told me I must leave the place, I tried to wear a cheerful face to find me own deep sorrow I was scorned. But the tears will surely blind me for the friends I leave behind me, when I'm off to Philadelphia in the morning. Wet me bundle on me shoulder, sure there's no one can be bolder. I'm leaving Carroll Island without warning, for I lately took the notion to cross the briny ocean, and I'm off to Philadelphia in the morning. Wet me bundle on me shoulder, sure there's no one can be bolder. I'm leaving just the spot where I was born, but someday I'll take the notion to come back across the ocean to my home in Carroll Island in the morning. To my home in Carroll Island in the morning.
Very nice.
That's a lovely song. It was originally recorded in 1939, I think it was, in Philadelphia, Camden, New Jersey, down near Philadelphia.
Right.
And,
Thanks for that info.
yes, yes,
Of course,
many, many years.
you live there now yourself.
I do.
Is the
Pat.
scene good still there?
Oh, it's mighty
Yes, sir.
music, mighty musicians in Philadelphia.
You, I understand, are just back from an international tour with Riverdance.
Yeah, that's right. I've been on the road with them for many years. Gotten to travel all over the world, Europe, Asia, all around the States. And most importantly, I met my wife on the show. She's a dancer with the show. And we just had a baby girl last week, actually.
Congratulations.
Thank you. So yeah, lot to celebrate. So good to be here making music with you. And I hear you're going to join us on this last song, maybe, huh? Jam
Yes,
along?
play a
Great.
little harmonica.
All right.
Right. Well, this song was recorded many years ago. The first person I heard singing this was Bridie Gallagher, famous singer from Ireland in the 60s, I guess, late 50s even,
Is
you
that
know?
right?
Yeah, late 50s, 60s.
I think the McNulty family did it, didn't they?
They may have wrote it, maybe, you
Very
know.
possible.
But it's a bit like, you know, McCaffrey's Party, that type of song. You know,
Yeah.
it's just a jolly song But
well, of course, they were just a generation removed from the vaudeville, really, weren't they?
Yeah, that's correct, yeah.
So it's a bit like a vaudeville song.
so yeah,
Saxophone would be nice in this.
saxophone would be awesome.
What do
in
you
this.
know?
Wow.
I see a saxophone. Michael Mitch over there.
Look who's next to us.
Our cameraman graduated to saxophone.
Well, we've had a great time here, and
Lovely to have you.
we're going to be joined this time by Ralph on harmonica, and Mike, and Gabriel Donahue, Patrick Mangan. Pleasure here playing with you guys today.
Thanks for having us.
Pleasure. So, McGilligan's Ball.
2, 3, 4.
Michael McGilligan one fine day got a lot of money from the USA. All through the death of his Uncle Joe, he made $1.5 million or so. But McGilligan got given a fancy ball down at the old ancestral hall, invited the neighbors, everyone, to have some love and music fun. So they all went down to make McGilligan ball, where they had to tear the paper off the wall to make room for all the people in the hall. All the girls and boys made a deal of a night at McGilligan ball. The neighbors came from near and far, Mulligan arrived in a motor car. Old Mrs. Wiley bless her heart, came with the family in the house and car. While Rafferty arrived in an aeroplane, you'll never see the likes of that again. And there was a shout from the two roads, then came along at a gallop from the two. So they all went down to make McGilligan's ball.